Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to start this video off by apologizing for the lighting situation here. It's winter now in Buffalo, so it gets dark at like 3 p.m. here, and since I film right when I get out of work, it is already like pitch black outside. So I have like my studio light over here, and I have like my dining room light, and I tried messing around with stuff just to make it like a little brighter here, but it is still pretty dark. So I apologize for that. Hopefully once I do the color corrections in post, it will kind of fix itself a little bit, but it probably won't look that great. So the other thing is I just cannot believe that it is the end of the year already and that I'm doing this video. Yeah, it's December 13th right now. So we're almost at the end of the year. That's like, I love the end of the year personally because I'm able to like reflect on things that I've accomplished and kind of set goals for the upcoming year. I went through and I'm sticking with just like financial goals in this video of stuff that I would like to accomplish and see myself doing. So I'm just gonna go through it and then I can look back on this at the end of next year and see how I made out. So I guess we'll just get right into it. But my first goal is to have a $70,000 salary. And by salary, I guess it's not salary, it's just like gross income. That'll include like my full-time job and all of my other streams of income that I have, the biggest other one being my rental income. So that the rental income won't change for 2022 since I get $800 a month and I haven't raised the rent or anything, so I'll be grossing $9,600 from that. So then I'm hoping like most of the rest of it will be from my full-time job, and then anything that I might get from like AdSense or sponsorship, stuff like that. But I honestly just don't know what that number is gonna look like. So for now, I just set it at 70. I feel like that's pretty reasonable and that I could probably get there, but it will still require a lot of effort on my part. So yeah, that is my goal. And just for reference, for 2021, I'm looking at, I haven't gotten my year-end bonus yet, so I honestly don't know how much that's even gonna be or even a ballpark of that. But so far this year, I have made $60,000, like in that range. So then whatever my bonus is will determine how much more than that I make. But I don't think it'll be 10,000. So yeah, 70 will be a nice number to aim for 2022. My next goal is to max out my traditional IRA. So basically what I do now is I have a Roth 401k. Because of my age and the fact that I make like a pretty modest amount, it's pretty important to do a Roth instead of a traditional. But since I have a Roth 401k, I also want to contribute to a traditional IRA because it will deduct from my total gross income, which specifically I'm trying to not pay taxes on my rental income. So doing this traditional IRA will kind of, I think, cancel it out so that I don't really have to owe anything at the end of the year for taxes, since I don't put anything aside for my like rental income taxes, if that makes sense. My limit is $6,000 for that, so I'm going to max it out. I also plan on maxing it out probably in the next couple days for 2021. So that'll be good. I'm also bumping my contributions on my 401k from 6% to 8%. Not a huge jump, but I feel like that's still pretty good, especially since I am contributing to a regular IRA as well. So I'm contributing quite a bit to my retirement fund in general. As far as investments go, I'm also trying to add to my retail cash account, or my retail investment account, I mean. So right now I think I have like 3,000 in there. I'd like to get it up to 10 if possible, but that's like more of a loose goal. Like I just want to contribute to it whenever I have like extra cash. Since I do have a sufficient emergency fund, I don't really need to put anything more into that. If you don't know how much you should have in your emergency fund, what most people go off of is like having between 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved in cash. And by cash, I mean like in a savings account, not physical cash. So I have that. So that would cover like any recurring bills you have, like your food, your rent or your mortgage, anything like that you should have, just in case. I have that already. So the rest I want to add to this retail investment account. And the other thing, and this is my very big goal for 2022, not sure how doable it is, but I think it's possible, and that's to pay off the rest of my student loans. So for the last, has it been 2 years now? Almost 2 years, I have not paid anything into my student loans because of the interest freeze. Basically, if you have student loans, I'm sure you know this, but for the federal loans, basically the interest didn't accrue for that whole time due to COVID and all of that. So basically whatever your balance was like a year and a half ago is still the same balance. Like it hasn't increased, which is great. So instead of paying those down in that time frame, I've been putting my money towards other things that appreciate or that will gain interest, since I feel like that was just kind of the better move for me personally. So that's going to end January 31st of 2022. So when that happens, the interest is going to start accruing again and you'll start owing on these student loans. So I think I did a video on this before. I'll link it up here, but I had paid around 13 or 14,000, I think, in student loans up until this point. And I looked up the remaining balance that I have, and it's 23,560. So that's like it's a pretty big amount, honestly, and it'll be definitely tough to pay that all off. I'll have to live quite frugally again and just really just go hard at this goal, but I think it's possible. That would be awesome if I could just pay it off and be done with it next year, and I will keep you guys updated on my progress as far as that goes. And yeah, those are like my main kind of concrete goals that I have. I was considering also, should I pay down my house quicker, like put a few extra $100 per month into the house so that instead of paying it off in 30 years, maybe I'll pay off in 20 or 25 years. That's another option I was thinking about. But due to the fact that my interest rate on this house is so low, I feel like I might be better off investing that extra money or doing something else with it, because the interest that I pay right now is 3 1/8, so 3.125%, which is very low. It's gone lower since I got my house. Like now you could probably get one for 2%, but I didn't want to refinance and do all that over again. So 3 1/8 is still very low in my opinion, but I would also like to contribute to that, to pay it down quicker. However, my student loan interest rate ranges, I think, between 3% for the lowest ones up to 5.5%. So because the interest rate is higher on those, I would like to get that paid off first, since that's kind of just the way that I go with it. Same with my car. My car is only 2.1% or something like that. So I also am not in a hurry to pay that off. But yeah, I guess now I'm just trying to pay off my student loans and then kind of build my wealth from there. And yeah, things are looking good. I'm looking forward to the new year. I don't have any other super intense goals that I need to reach. My last goal that I did end up reaching a couple days ago was to get a designation for my job. So I got the CRPC designation, which stands for Chartered Retirement Plan Counselor, and I got that one on Thursday. So I've been studying for the last couple months. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before. And yeah, I just wanted to get that done by the end of the year. Yeah, I did that. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of 2021, one of my goals was to pay off my student loans, but that didn't happen since I didn't put anything towards it due to the situation. So that didn't happen. And I also didn't finish my house yet. That was my big goal for 2021. But I'm getting there. I'm just I can't do some of these things on my own, so I'm just waiting for someone to come and help me with it. Putting drywall up on the ceiling, that's just not something I can really do by myself. So when my family comes up, we're probably gonna do some work on that, and as well as other things. So definitely by the end of 2022, this house needs to be done, because I'm tired of constantly doing these projects. Obviously there's gonna be projects forever, but I think that the big ones are going to be done very soon. So that's exciting. I'm sorry again for being like MIA for so long. It's just been like a crazy time for me, but I really appreciate your patience and your kind words. Excited to hear what you guys think, or if you want to drop in the comments, like if you have any specific goals that you're trying to achieve for the next year, please do let me know. We're all kind of in this together here. But I'm gonna end this here by saying thank you so much for watching and for subscribing if you have. If not, please consider that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.